Hello friends, my name's Emile and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 6. Today there has been a new car pack released. It's called the eBay Motors car pack. It's available for $5 or your regional equivalent. Let's get into it and see what cars we get with this pack. First up is the Datsun 2000 Roadster, 135 horsepower, 132 pounds-feet of torque, 2,135 pounds of weight. Never heard of this car before. Never seen it. Gotta say, doesn't look particularly interesting, and I don't think people are going to get very much mileage out of this vehicle. Next up, we have the 1977 Holden Torana A9X, 216 horsepower, 295 pounds-feet of torque, 2,520 pounds of weight. Again, no idea what this car is. It looks kind of cool, I guess, and it's an Australian car, which of course keeps the people who are begging for Australian cars happy, so that's something. Again, I'm not too sure if I'm going to be using it. It does look very cool though, so perhaps. Next up we have the Lancia Corse Beta Montecarlo Turbo, 400 horsepower, 290 pounds-feet of weight, 290 pounds-feet of torque, sorry, 1,722 pounds of weight. Yeah, this is another one of them Group 5 cars like the BMW M1 Pro car and the Ford Capri. Yeah, I guess it's kind of nice to see another one of these cars in the game, and the fact it's a Lancia means it's kind of cool, I guess, but there you go. Next up, 2014 Maserati Swiss Team MC Trofeo, 488 horsepower, 3,706 pounds-feet of torque, 3,086 pounds. That means this car's actually kind of heavy. Yeah, I think this is another one of them GT3 race cars. However, it's only S-Class, which means I don't think this car is going to be very competitive among that scene. So not a hugely exciting car all in all. Next up, we have the Mazda SpeedSource Lola B12-80, 450 horsepower, 550 pounds-feet of torque, 2,102 pounds. It looks kind of cool, but it's a modern Le Mans car. So, I personally don't really like driving the faster race cars, but I guess it's kind of nice to see, so there you go. Next up, we have the Honda McLaren MP4-4, 675 horsepower, 312 pounds-feet of torque, 1,190 pounds. This is Mr. Senna's car, and I've seen opinions divided on this one. Yes, it's a legendary race car, I'll give it that, and I'm sure for the people who wanted this car, it's very nice to see. Me personally, though, I don't think I'm going to be using this vehicle, if at all, just because I'm not a fan of the historic F1 cars. Again, I'm not a huge fan of driving the race cars, to be honest with you, so don't think I'm going to get much mileage out of that, but hey, there you go, it's in the game now. And finally, the 2000 Plymouth Prowler, 253 horsepower, 255 pounds-feet of torque, 2,838 pounds of weight. Out of all the cars in the pack, this is the one I'm probably going to get the most mileage off. I guess it's the one I'm the most excited for. Let me just clear this up. I'm not a fan of the Prowler. I think this is a hideous-looking car, but my god, this is going to be so fun to do a build on. Of course, expect that tomorrow I'll be doing some form of silly build with this car, see what engine swaps we can get in it, and so on. And finally, like last month, there is also a standalone car in the Nissan GT-R LM Nismo. This car is more exciting than anything else out of that pack, and this is the free car, by the way. 278 horsepower, 889 pounds-feet of weight, 2,138 pounds. I like this car because it's front-wheel drive and is the most interesting Le Mans car. Well, not ever, but of the last couple of years, I think this is definitely an interesting Le Mans car. So there you go. Overall thoughts on the pack. Oh god, this is another not particularly good pack like last month. Yeah, nothing in this pack hugely excites me. I mean, I guess I'm going to use this, but that'll only be for once, and every other car in this pack, I think it's just going to sit in my garage and do nothing. Similar to last month's pack. So there you go, that's my thoughts on the pack. Another disappointing car pack. So I guess something I would discuss now is just sort of what I think Turn 10 can do to improve these packs. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, we've had two disappointing car packs in a row. So this is sort of my thoughts on how they could improve the car packs. Step number 1, less race cars. Yes, I know this is a motorsport game, not a Horizon game, blah 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 blah. But the race cars don't particularly interest me, and judging by most of the community, they don't really interest them either. Race cars are fun, don't get me wrong, I don't think each pack should have no race cars. Some race cars are very interesting. But me personally, I wouldn't like to see sort of the 50-50 split we've got at the moment. I'd more like to see a 75-25 split maybe on the whole race car situation, so there you go. Next up, some old cars are okay. Now, I think this is what Turn 10's done this year. People have been bitching about, oh, we're getting more cars from Forza 4, oh dear. Yet, now they've sort of gave us all, you know, brand spanking new cars to the Forza franchise, everyone's complaining again. Some old cars are okay. Bear in mind, the people who are bitching saying, oh, there's no new cars in the series, are the same people who are probably bitching about the Silvia S14 not being in the game, which, may I remind you, was in Forza 4. So, some old cars are okay, you know, don't be afraid to bring us some Forza 4 gems back. Hell, I'd love to see some cars from Forza 4 back, as you can see in my DLC wishlist video. And finally, this is not so much an issue with the car packs as it is an issue with Turn 10 at the moment. Where did the 10 car packs go? For Forza, well, ever since Forza 2, I think there was 10 car packs, and then all of a sudden, after Forza 5, for some reason in Horizon and Horizon 2, they only had 6 or so cars per pack. But Motorsport's always had 10 cars per pack, so why is Turn 10 only giving us 7 now? I don't know, but there you go. So, honest opinions on this DLC, it's not very good, and to be honest with you, if you haven't bought it already, hold off on the car pass. Seriously, usually I would recommend it. In Horizon, I like so many of the car packs. Even if there was only one car I actually wanted, I'd still like most of the car packs, but for this game, I can't defend this, you know. Honestly, I think the car pass is a bit of a waste of money up to now. But anyway, there you go, that's my opinions on it. Tell me what you think of this DLC in the comments below, and also tell me sort of some recommendations you'd give to Turn 10 when it comes to putting DLC into this game, and please try and remain civil. Anyway friends, that's going to be it from me today. I want to thank you all very much for watching. My name's been The Real Emile. Until next time.